Back in February on Steve Austin's podcast, Bruce Pritchard mentioned a couple of your promos from Houston.
What, is Bruce taking over my fucking show now?
One was when you said Houston couldn't grow their own basketball players. They have to import them from Nigeria. And the other was when the Midnight Express worked with Master G and Brickhouse Brown. According to Bruce, your promo went like this. Master G and Brickhouse Brown, y'all are coming to Houston this Friday night. Well, I got news for you, son. There's a job to be done in Houston, Texas, and I've never seen two guys deserving of doing that job more than Brickhouse Brown and Master G. And another news flash, you're both doing jobs in Houston, Texas. Did you get any heat for that promo?
Well, no, actually, he added and another news flash, you're both doing jobs in Houston, Texas. I didn't go that far with it where it was obvious what I was saying. I basically said, I prefaced it by saying, they think they can do the job, and there is a job to be done in Houston, Texas. But I guarantee you one thing. I think if it's somebody that's ready to do a job, it's you or something like that. It just went on with it. I didn't reiterate again, but basically that's about right. I did three, and this could have been why we started a riot that night. I did a 3-minute promo. One of the shows before, one of the first times we'd been in Houston. With Hector Guerrero and El Bracero. It was a match underneath to get us over, and then next week or next show we were going to go for the titles against 2 and TA. And I did the whole 3-minute promo on how the reason for this match was because those guys had second jobs as waiters in Mexican restaurants in Houston, Texas. And on both occasions that we visited those restaurants, when we get our meal, our tacos and our burritos and our enchiladas and all that type of thing, there'd be flies in that food, and we would refuse to pay for it because we knew that those two slimy Mexican waiters. Oh my God. When I think about it now, this is going out on broadcast TV to hundreds of thousands of people in a predominant, I'm not talking about anybody being offended because it wasn't politically correct. I'm talking about this was going out on TV and hundreds of thousands of people in the Houston, Texas area, highly Hispanic, all of whom owned guns and knives. And somehow I was able to, besides, like I said, for a few riots, I was able to actually get in and out of Sam Houston Coliseum still living. I'm amazed. But no, I did the whole 3-minute promo on those slimy Mexican waiters and how we were going to slap the burritos off their, I don't know what to say. It was horrible. But they said, go make people mad. So that's what we did.
Are there any promos you did during your career where once you got behind the curtain afterwards, you had some heat with the booker or someone else?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it heat, but well, okay. After I burned Ronnie Garvin, right? Remember the angle where I threw the fireball in Garvin's face when we challenged Garvin to win him for the U.S. tag title, and that caused Jimmy Garvin to switch babyface and kick the door of the locker room, heel locker room down and attack me and blah, blah, blah. So we were doing Atlanta TV one Saturday morning shortly after that event, and we were the first interview. So they opened the show, Tony and David, hello, everybody, and welcome to blah, 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 blah. And here's Jim Cornette, the Midnight Express, and I walk in, and as I start cutting a promo, I think they've just showed the tape also. I start cutting a promo. I said, did you see that? I said, Ronnie Garvin's face went up like the Challenger.
Ooh,
and it's
Jesus.
Yeah. As soon as I said that, it was like the circuit breaker had been flipped in the studio. All the lights went down and you heard it, and everything went dark.
Oh, man.
And the cameraman walked over and said, Dusty says, go talk to him. Okay. And I fucking go back in the control room where Dusty sat in the same chair behind the big desk in the position of prominence in this huge television control room with all the monitors and the equipment and everything. And I walked up there. I said, yes, sir. He said, kid, don't talk about the Challenger. Go do it again. That's the only time now, just so you know, in 5 years that I ever remember them actually stopping tape at Atlanta TV in the middle of tape. Never, ever was it done before or since. Whatever happened, they figured we'll bleep it. It doesn't matter. Guys had their fucking trunks pulled down and their balls flopped out. People cussed accidentally. Mario Galento on live TV in the fucking 60s brought a shotgun in and chased the assassins around, but never did tape just. And he's, kid, don't talk about the Challenger. Do it again. So I went back out. We started. Hey, well, let me tell you something. Blah blah blah. I went right on. Didn't mention the Challenger, and there you go.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.